daily drive-by. We're back, baby, and the holidays are almost here. This is coming out the week before Thanksgiving, so I'm excited to go home and see the family next week. I'm excited to take a couple days off of work, and I'm excited to watch the Buckeyes whoop on Michigan's ass. Let's dive into this week. So, I've taken you guys on this journey. I've been consistent with these, so you guys know what's going on in life. You know what I've been focusing on. It's all around habits. It's all around lifestyle. But it's also around accountability. And I think that was my first drive-by that I did when we started being more consistent. Holding yourself accountable to the things that you say you are going to do, the things that you want to accomplish, the things that you want to achieve, the things that you want to go after. And so this is an extension of that because I'm seeing traction in all of the areas that I'm putting this focus. And this happens every single time I align my habits with the goals that I want to achieve, that I want to accomplish, and that I want to conquer. And so, before the holidays get here, and you completely derail yourself, before the new year gets here, and you're like, I want to start a New Year's resolution that I'm not going to fucking stick to 2 weeks into the new year. I might not even do it week 1, and then I'm going to stop talking about it, and hopefully people forget I ever said it. That ain't what we do here at DTI. That ain't the mindset that we have here at DTI. We do not, 1, set New Year's resolutions. We do not, 2, say we're going to do something and not stick to it. Now, granted, I'm not always perfect, and I do fall off, but I would say that I'm more consistent than not consistent, and so that's what's important in this message. But the title of this message is going to be Clean Your House. Clean your house. And that doesn't mean your physical house, although you should clean that too. Cleaning your house means your mind, your body, your spirit, the things around you. Clean it. Let go of stuff. Stop walking around like you're this happy-go-lucky person, like there's not something wrong, but then when the door closes behind you and you're in your safe space of your home, you're sad, you're depressed, you're anxious, you wish that this would happen, you want to see change in this, you're not happy in your relationship. Whatever that is, clean your house. So that way when you shut that door behind you, you feel a sense of peace, a sense of happiness, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of joy. You guys, life is so short. Life is so short. I've said on here too many times, man, I know somebody that lost someone this week. Just remember, life's not promised, but one thing that is death. And so I want to paint this picture of what cleaning your house looks like and what I've been doing to clean my house. Cleaning my house, first and foremost, starts with me. Because if I'm not doing the proper things, if I'm not doing the right things, if I'm not doing the things that I love and care about or that I want to work on to get better at, then how can I do that at my regular house? How can I do that for my relationship? How can I do that for my friends, for my family, for my job? So cleaning your house, first and foremost, starts with you. Now, I have these big goals, dreams, and ambitions to impact the world, and I know I'm going to do that one day through this brand, DTI. But how am I going to do that when I don't tell the story? How am I going to do that when I don't stay consistent? How am I going to do that when I don't share the wins, when I don't share the losses, when I don't share the failures? How am I going to do that without bringing people in, them feeling this sense of energy, this sense of passion, this sense of drive, this sense of community that's going to exude from DTI? How do I get more people involved? If I don't portray that, if I don't tell the story, if I don't get new clients to come in to be a part of the community, that will then help build and grow this. And so for me, I can't look at nobody else except for myself on where DTI is right now. And then I strategically talk with Dylan, meet with Dylan, see where he's at, where we're at, what we got to do. That is the conjoining piece. But if I'm not sticking to the things that I'm saying, if I'm not following through with the things that I'm saying, or if I'm only doing them half-assed, then that's not fair to Dylan, and that's not fair to the DTI brand, but most importantly, that's not fair to our clients in the end. And so if you want to build something great, you have to lead by example. If you want to do something great, you have to lead by example. If you want to show people certain things, you have to lead by example. And I will say over the last month and a half, 2 months, I feel like I am leading by example. But it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel unnatural. It doesn't feel like something I want to stop. Because what I have done, if I have taken the certain areas within this spectrum of life that I want to live by, and I've started putting action behind it. I put a plan behind it. And I put measurable things behind it to keep me in line. Yo, one thing that is so important to me is I talk about morning routine. There's a checklist. Wake up, get my water and electrolytes, or just water, check. Go work out, check. Come back in, drink my protein shake, check. Get my cup of coffee, check. Work on DTI stuff, check. Shower, check. Journal, check. Start my day, 9 to 5, check. There are things that I can check off. Those are things that I have found most important and that I value in the beginning of my day. And so I check those off daily. So then what's next for me? During my 9 to 5, I have to do X, Y, and Z. I have to follow this. Check, 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 check. Okay, I can't get to this today. I'll move it to tomorrow. Check. But then what does my day look like afterwards? I got to train for my Ironman. I got to work on stuff for 2025 DTI. I have to try and grow this. I have to film videos. I have to make content. I have to work on these documents. I have to coordinate this. Check, maybe check, maybe check, maybe check, maybe check. Months down the road. Why isn't this growing? Why aren't we seeing that? Oh, God. I haven't checked any of these boxes because I don't have a system in place for them. And so I operate best with a system in place. It's just like going to the gym. You go to the gym and you got 3 sets of 8 bench press. Then you got 3 sets of 10 chest flies. Then you got 3 sets of 10 bicep curls. Then you got 3 sets of 8 hammer curls. Check, 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 check. Workout complete. So that's how I operate. And so what I've realized over the last 2 months, as I've been reflecting on my life, the things that are going on in it, where I want to take it, what I want to do, I realize that things that aren't getting the progress, aren't seeing the progress, are because I don't have something to check. 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 And so I go off a whim. I'm like, oh, I'll film this today and post it because I know I need a post. Oh, I'll write this newsletter today because it's due tomorrow. But when you reflect and you take a step back to think about where you are in life right now versus where you want to be, it's easy to see what that end vision looks like. But it's hard to get there. Because there's birthday parties, because there's weekends, because there's college football, because there's a couple nice days left before the crappy weather, so you want to go on a patio, because there's a concert in town, because your friends want to visit, because, and then next thing you know, you're not prioritizing the things you need to see the results you want to. And so I reflect, and I'm going to start pushing this message more, not only on life and what I'm doing, but what does the world around me look like? What do the people look like in it? What are the things that I'm doing? Where's the motivation? Where's this? Where's that? How do I? And then you start seeing what life is like as a whole. And so what I did was I started cleaning my house, starting with me. Not blaming other people because, hey, you could have done this different and then I could have done this different, or hey, if I wouldn't have done that last weekend, or if I wouldn't have went there. No. At the end of the day, it starts and ends with you. And so as I've been reflecting and cleaning my house, I noticed that these are my pillars, and I know that I want to make these impacts and these adjustments or these things happen in life So what can I do to achieve that? So let me give you a scenario. So I started posting on TikTok because how is anybody ever going to know the things that I do if I'm not sharing them, if I'm not posting about them? I've met too many people in my life that are like, dude, I didn't even know that you train clients. I thought that, DTI was just a podcast. That's bad on my part. That's bad on Dylan's part. That's bad on the brand. That we're not doing enough so people know what we're doing. And so for me, the way I've been looking at it is like, all right, well, I have all these great habits in place. I do all these amazing things. But how can I then take this to impact, motivate, energize somebody else to not only start, but to see my consistency? That maybe it won't happen the first day they see it. And maybe it won't happen on day 50 that they see it. Hell, it might not even happen in a year when they see it. But one day something's going to click where they're either going to reach out for help, they're going to start their own journey, or they're just going to finally find that motivation and passion to just get it. Whatever that is, physically, mentally, spiritually, professionally, personally. And so as I've been cleaning my house and as I've been going through these things, I'm like, all right, I'm inconsistent posting on social media, but I've always hated workout content because it's not capturing the true audience of what DTI is. DTI is a brand that is founded on habit building to live a healthier, happier lifestyle. So, okay, it's good, Freddy, you're posting your Ironman training. It's kind of forced. Don't really love it, but like you're doing it. Good for you, man. Good for you. But as I started reflecting on content and what that should look like, I need to focus and center it around what DTI is. Those habits, the routines, the lifestyle, the day-to-day activity. Because then people will pick up that you should have a morning routine, that you should go and work out, that you should watch what you eat, that every day's not going to be perfect, but that don't mean that you have to keep derailing yourself. So I was like, all right, there's something here. So then what did I do? I took it a step further. I'll create a content calendar. And on Mondays, I'm going to post these. On Tuesdays, I'm going to post this. On Wednesdays, I'll post something like this. On Thursdays, Fridays, and then I'll give myself off Saturdays and Sundays so that way I can regroup for the week, film stuff until I get consistent doing that. And then once I get consistent doing that, build in Saturdays and Sundays. Or hell, maybe even start with Saturdays and Sundays, but then as I get consistent, I'm posting 2 pieces of content a day. What I'm trying to tell you guys is that whatever it is that you want to change in your lifestyle or that you want to work on in your lifestyle, come up with a routine, a checklist, a schedule. So that way you know I have to check these things off. When we program stuff for our clients, workouts on there, they can check that off, they see it's complete. Daily water intake, they can check that off, they say it's complete. Journaling, they can check that off, see if it's complete. I'm not saying live and die by a checklist, but if you're trying to go from here to somewhere else, but you're noticing that you're not consistent with it, you notice that there's not this change happening, and you notice that you're not, let's say, pushing yourself a little bit to be different, to be uncomfortable, then you have to implement something in order for that to happen. And so as you clean your house out, you're not only going to evaluate what's important to you versus where you've been spending and focusing your energy, but you're also going to realize that if there's something that you want to achieve, conquer, change in your lifestyle, you have to put steps in place in order to see that happen. And so I'm going to continue to clean my house out so that way I can see the traction in my different pillars. But I challenge you to also do the same thing, because what that is then going to do and what that is then going to in turn is when you close that door at night and you walk into your house, your relationship's healthier, you're happier, your energy's better, you want to create more memories and moments, you want to do things differently. You're not as depressed or anxious as you once were. You don't hate or dread to wake up the next day and be like, man, I got to do this all over again, because now I get to do this all over again. So you first got to start with cleaning this house out mentally, in here, and align this lifestyle, align these things with what you want to achieve. And once you do that, you'll see the change. And you'll see that change not only happen within you, but the people around you, because now it's going to be contagious. People are going to they're going to see you smiling more. They're going to see you more vibrant. They're going to see your skin's healthier. They're going to see you're losing weight or gaining muscle. They're going to see that you're joking and laughing more with your partner. They're going to see that you don't stress about the little things. And now your house is cleaning somebody else's house. And not only that, but your main house is now cleaning itself, because you got the energy to clean. You got the energy to put your dishes away at night versus waking up to a full sink. You got energy to put your clothes away when they're fresh out of the dryer versus waiting a week to put them away. Your floors are clean. All those little things add up to clear space up here, so you don't have to worry about the little mundane stuff. Start formulating habits in your lifestyle and the change that you want by cleaning your house, starting with you, holding accountability, and then watch how that grows and attracts other people. Watch how that makes your life better going into the new year. Because now it's not, oh, I'm setting a New Year's resolution. I'm going to do this and this and this, and then I'm going to fail. Now it's saying, you know what? I'm going to start right fucking now, because why do I need to wait till 2025? What if I'm not here for it? I'm going to start right now formulating and building these habits, small things, increments at a time, to then in 2025 achieve my goals, and people just naturally see it. And again, you're not doing this for other people. So when I say other people see it, this is not a validation that, oh, you're doing it, buddy. So-and-so recognizes it. No, when you're doing it for other people, that means that you're impacting them. That means that you're making them want to change. That means that you're making them want to have a difference. That's what I mean when I talk about other people. So keep that in your head as well. You ain't doing this for nobody but yourself and this life that you want to live. So keep enjoying life. Keep going after the stuff you want, but put a checklist in place so that way you know what it takes to start. And then once you start, you can tailor it and adjust it. And then one last thing, I will always offer this. If you don't know where to start, join the fucking Inspire community. Reach out to me, reach out to Dylan, DM us. We are here to help you achieve what you want through habits in place in your lifestyle. We have the platform for you. We have the knowledge of what we know for you. But everything is customized to you because it's your life. So if you need help cleaning your house out, reach out to us. Bringing in new clients, and we're just going to keep elevating, baby. I want to grow this, you want to grow this, and we're going to keep this going. If anything, like this, share it if you guys could. I would really appreciate it. But have the desire to inspire. Go out there, live your best life. Much love. That's all.